Alrighty, how's it going tonight, folks? Pitt basketball played at the Civic Arena tonight. They played Duquesne in the city game. They win in double overtime, 67-58. Yeah, that's it, 67-58. They were down 13. Pitt was down 13 at the half and down 16 at points in the second half. And as much as I want to come out and be all happy about Pitt's come from behind win, I'm going to put it very simply. Duquesne blew it big time. Pitt changed into a 2-3 zone. Duquesne was doing really well. Pitt changed into this 2-3 zone. And it's like Duquesne had this massive brain fart. They're like, oh, how do we play? How do we attack that zone? I don't know how to attack that zone. Seriously, their whole offense just like stopped behind the 3-point line, the NBA 3-point line. And they just passed around the perimeter. Pass, and then shoot three. And more often than not, it would miss. They were hot early in the game from three, but they seriously cooled off, and Pitt was able to claw back into the game and was tied at 53 at the end of regulation. And it was tied at 56 at the end of the first overtime. And then Pitt blew them out in the second overtime. Duquesne started having players foul out. As I said, Duquesne just simply did not attack Pitt's zone. This is weird because I don't think Pitt plays 2-3 zone very well. Never have, never will. They look a million times better in the man-to-man defense that Pitt and Jamie Dixon are famous for. But it's like Duquesne just stopped attacking Pitt at all. Just stopped attacking. And just weren't drawing fouls, which led to this massive foul disparity because Pitt kept attacking and drawing fouls. And Duquesne's not that deep of a team this year. I mean, in previous years, they do complete line changes. They'd play 10 players. They'd sub them out 5 at a time and play full court press. Got them some wins. But it was just amazing to see them just come down the court, pass the ball around the perimeter, not even try and get it into the paint and shoot a three and they'd miss. As for Pitt, because this is always about Pitt, my concern right now with Pitt is mostly its inability to get the ball into the. Pitt's having a lot of problems getting the ball into the paint, and it's not. I don't think the problem is Gary in the paint. Gary McGee's having a very good year, and I don't think he's the problem. I think he's getting good seals. He's getting to where he needs to be. It's just the guards, the perimeter guys, aren't getting the ball to him. I also don't think it helps that Pitt this year doesn't have a true four, doesn't have a power forward. Nasir Robinson is playing the four this year mostly, but he's just not. He's 6'5", maybe, and it's not the kind of four we've seen at Pitt in years past. So maybe when Gilbert Brown gets back from his academic vacation, suspension, whatever you want to call it, he will play that position. But that's what Pitt's missing this year. And I mean, we have bodies for that position. It's just Dwight Miller, Talib Zanna, J.J. Richardson. They're just not ready at this point. I mean, I imagine Zanna is going to redshirt this year. I think they found some sort of injury with him. Not really. But as I said, I think that's Pitt's biggest problem is they just can't get the ball. They're just having a hard time getting the ball into the paint for offense, and so they're going to be really feast or famine depending on how their guards are playing, how their guards are shooting. I think Pitt will be a lot better once they get Jermaine Dixon and Gil Brown back over the course of the next few weeks. But I'm just happy that this team, we're not going to have to take this team into Big East play. I really am. It was nice. I will say this: it was nice to go down to watch the game at Mellon Arena tonight. I took a half day from work to go watch it. It really felt like a neutral crowd, 12,000 people. Kind of good experience. I mean, the thing about Mellon Arena in basketball is it tends to be dead at points. It's dead in there, and tonight it wasn't. He said 12,300 or something showed up. Pretty good turnout, I think, given that Pitt's down. And a lot of people, I think, in the city know that. Oh, well. Next football game Saturday, if you didn't know that, and you should know that. Next basketball game is Friday night against New Hampshire. Then next Tuesday, they play at Madison Square Garden against Indiana. Personally, I think Pitt will not lose a game until they get to Big East play. All right. And I just don't think they're playing anybody that's going to be able to beat them. All right, that's it. Good night. Ron Everhart, Duquesne's coach, still looks like Dracula. Bye-bye.